Hi, my name's Rosemary. I'm here with Relatively Speaking 2020. I'm going to showcase a bit of my art gallery. I hung a bunch of paintings up in a short video. We do have this going through our Patreon merchandise as well, but we plan on also selling it as merchandise as we go along within our Discord server at Relatively Speaking 2020. And I'm going to display what I have here. These are paintings that I've done with throughout the year, and also a little bit about the episodes that I do. I do Boop Ross episodes. I paint in the nude, and I channel music as I do paintings. So I'm interested to share that. I paint a person's soul through their music, and I will show you some of what I do. Some of these are attributed to music. Most of them are. Some of them are paintings from still life. So we'll start with have here. I have this piece on the top is it's a play on the "you chose poorly" from Indiana Jones, but you chose poorly if you continue on a path, in which case you're choosing your choice. It's inspired by something that we would joke about in Discord last year. Very cool piece to put together. It only took maybe a day or two to do this one. And this, like I said, is part of merchandise. So we have it available that we would like to do prints with, but we also, I believe we have stickers and mugs and t-shirts and such that we're doing with it. This one here is called Speaking in Tongues. This is our curtain drop on our YouTube page currently. And it's actually music. I had listened to a bunch of different music that on a playlist that I had. And as I was listening to it, a lot of the colors equate to the pitch or the tone or any of the within the song. So any of the lower bass stuff was actually these lower colors, and a lot of the lighter stuff are the higher vibrational sounds, I should say. And some of this is like if you're listening to music and it's the notes, the stops, the beats, and guitar within them. So a lot of this, as I was playing it, playing the music and listening to it, I would have the music in my head. And as I'm painting with my right hand, sometimes I paint with both hands at the same time. But as I'm painting with my right hand, I was channeling music. We have the goes through you, and playing the music forward here, a song, to get this song, this winding thread that actually represents a song playing, and it actually would play it backwards so you can see where it balanced overall. There is an actual pattern within it. You can see between the lights and darks in here. If you hear that noise, it's my dog. I do have a dog named Ren. He's really cute, Chihuahua Poodle. A little bit about myself. And so that's Speaking in Tongues. We use that for the channeling music on our YouTube. So that, I mean, this was an enjoyable one to do. We play music forward and backwards in my head and actually put it onto a canvas the way I feel it, see it in my body. This one down here is called Alignment. This was done earlier this year. You can see that a lot of people say it's Big Bang-esque, but it has an actual alignment going on here with a lot of the energy is being pushed out. This was actually inspired by a album called, I don't remember the name of the album, but the group was called Kamikaze Kitty. It's a kind of an epic band. They do epic music. If you hear any of that, a lot of my favorite is Audio Machine. So this was just a piece that I had listened to, and this picture formed in my head, and I was listening to it as I was actually resting. So I was listening to this album, and this is what popped in and inspired me to put it on a canvas. There's a lot of gold within this, so there's a bit of a shimmer. If I see, you can see this shimmer here. There's actually gold within the paint that I have. It's mica, which actually is reflective. This piece here is Cluster 1. And there are 3 other pieces to this particular painting group. This is Cluster 1 by Pink Floyd, the Vision Bells. And this is what I seen when I listened to this particular piece track. And it's one of my favorite tracks. It's significant to me because at my birth, and I have memories before my birth in the womb. And I remember being born and having God hold me, Source hold me, and remember his face. But this song was playing, and there was no music or radio within the birthing room when I was born. But this was the music playing inside my soul, inside of me. So in this picture represents cluster 1, a deviation at the first part, first moment of flower of life creation. So it's an important piece to me, and it does flow. It has a flow. There's 3 other paintings I do not have them displayed here, and if you'd like to know more of that, I have albums that I do that actually have them string along. A lot of them move, just like the Public Enemies. So this is cluster 1, Division Bell's Pink Floyd. This one is a still life. Peaches, obviously. One of the first still lifes I did. Didn't take long to do it, but it was very cool to do the lighting and the shadowing. These are all done in acrylics, so paint dries pretty fast. And the way I had done it was it was an easier paint, I would say. But like I said, you can put this on a mug or anything like that. And actually would like to pair with Jerry's work, which he does poetry. And he does a lot of words that he channels that is really good with some of the stuff that we have here. I do like the spirals. This one didn't take too long. It's a Vortex, a Dark Delight Vortex spiral painting. There's a lot of balancing within it. And there's a lot of very fine detail in it when you do it. And a lot of it is the painting process. Like I said, you'll see within the episodes, the Bob Ross episodes, you can actually watch as I channel music. It is sensual in a sense, but I am very comfortable in my own skin. It's what I came here with. It's what I'm leaving here with. This one is a replication of a Santa Monica Pier. I believe it was a picture. I'm not sure if I used a reference or not for it. Possibly. It is something that a lot of people see quite often. And like I said, one of the earlier ones I did in acrylics. This one up here is called Open the Door and the Story. And it's inspired by the Mandalorian soundtrack. I don't remember if it was season 1 or 2, but it was just on the soundtrack. And actually this place is a place, before I birthed, like I said, I remember traveling here. It's a stopping place, like a nursery where Stardust, where you're collecting your soul together. And it actually, for me, like I said, it's a moving painting, and I snapshot it as best I can to put it on a canvas. In my head, it moves. This is real. This is something I feel when it goes through me. So this is a Stardust place, a nursery place, a Big Bang place in the middle, of a place where people there's souls that stop here, like a birthing place in space as you travel. So it's a time dilated and helps build your soul. So this one on our YouTube. This one is the Sinaway story. This is on our YouTube. That's quite often used. The story itself is Chief Yankee. When I first came and painted this one, or had this picture in my head, I had it as a sketch first and painted it later. I was new to Discord and didn't know anybody. And the first video, or not video, but actually voice chat, never had video, didn't see anybody. I didn't know what anybody looked like, was Storytime with Chief. And he's a Ute tribe leader, I guess. And he had his claim as that Sinaway, Scott is Sinaway, his creator god. He is dead set, and he knows it in his heart. And I had no idea about any of this. I didn't know who Scott or Vicky really were. I didn't meet them quite yet. It was the first time in a voice chat. And so to see this picture and to have this person, which is his Sinaway, and it looks remarkably like Scott, but have this in this vision in my head. And actually, Chief has these demon dogs that he uses. There's a lot of energy, spiritual thing going on in this world today, but Chief has this demon dog, Denali, and I didn't know what this entity was, but I did put him in the picture. And he had tried getting into a 3D space in Scott's head and had gotten through, couldn't get it through a security alarm that went off. I mean, he had intent to bring all his demon dogs with him and got zapped and was pissed off for a while. And you can hear the story from Vicky and Scott. They do know this. This was before my time in Discord, and even knowing Chief, I didn't know him that long. So to see this is quite profound to me. And actually recently did not know that the blue arrow energy that comes out of an animal's, it's in the Zuni tribe, is considered source energy or spirit energy. I didn't know that. I had just, like I said, I feel and I see pictures and I just put it down on a canvas. So I did not know that was synonymous with a lot of native cultures. This one down here is called Potential. This is also, it's been on our YouTube. And actually, I had sketched this one before, right before entering Discord. It was a sketch that I did while in EEA Arts, Evolutionary Energy Arts, when I was active in that. And so there was a lot of people within our Discord before meeting anybody from Discord at all, really, and a voice. This is a picture I saw when a lot of the videos would come. There is an obvious energy exchange going on here, and if you want to attribute this to Earth, people think it's a moonfall, but there's actual energy that's going on here. So that one was really interesting to paint. Excuse me for the lighting, because I have a bit of it going on here. This one is, I'm calling it the Ohm Gate. This one was channeled as well. There's a lot of symbology in it, and with some of the newer people that are in our Discord right now, they do know what these two pillars obviously are. But this I had seen as a place. I could feel it, the sand, in the desert place, an actual portal open, and I called it the Ohm Gate, but as I painted this, I did not know really the Ohm symbol at all, and it happens to actually be in the middle of this. And two, could be a moon and a star. This is just what I felt. I felt the sun coming on from one side, and it was this very bright white light, almost not like the yellow sun that we're used to, but this is something that I channeled at night. It was during a healing process that we went through with I think it was me, Scott, and Vicky that we were going through as well. And this was done last year. Obviously there's like hieroglyphs on here. I don't know what they mean. I just channel it and put it on a canvas. So like I said, this can be, you can buy it as a print. So please feel free to. This one is actually it's mountain flowers. It's sort of abstract. I didn't want it to be as crisp as it does look a little crisp here. But this one was just a landscape painting. Didn't take long at all. And it was one of the earlier ones I did. One of the early paintings I had done way before Discord. And like I said, I sold a few, but not for a lot. And a lot of people that there's art stuff in my gallery that I do not have the actual originals for. They did sell to very special people that have them, but we're able to reproduce and sell them as a print as well. This one up here is part of the Bob Ross series. This is the last one I did as Bob Ross. I'm actually currently, and I will show you the one that I'm currently doing now. But this one is Dancing Nancy's by Dave Matthews. And this is something that came out of, it just came out energy-wise. You can see as I was painting it that there was an outline. In my head, there was other energy swirling, but this just came right and popped out of the canvas. A lot of people are saying it looks androgynous. Vicky had said it looked like David Bowie. Dancing Nancy's, if you actually know what Dancing Nancy's are, it's a little bit on both sides of genderless. So it's a very cool painting, even like I said, to put on a shirt and put words to, even maybe a few lyrics. This one is Thc the Hidden Code, and I purposely put the leaves in a positional pattern, but also that the energy that comes through that. And if anybody smokes pot out there, you know THC. So this is also something that would be awesome on a shirt, but you can buy it as a print as well. This one is not for sale. This one I just wanted to display. This is actually Harley. This is Scott and Vicky's cat that passed away early this year. And I took a bunch of photos and mashed it up and did a painting more for them, for almost a memorial of it, to capture a bit of his spirit. Harley's a really, really cool cat from what I know of him, and I enjoy painting that. So this one's not for sale, but I just wanted to display it up on the wall anyway. This one up here is Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin. This was the middle one, I guess you would call it, the second painting I did from Bob Ross. Episodes are also available for this one, and is very interesting to paint what I saw and felt. And the Stairway to Heaven is very ethereal, and it is heavens, as where you have the lady, and you actually have a bit of a forest going on here. So there is actually two paths. One diverges, so it depends on what you're going after. So Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin. Very fun to paint. This one is Beastie Boys Alive. This is the first one I did, first Boop Ross episode. Like I said, these episodes are also for sale. They're right now they're on YouTube, and obviously they're blocked. They are set to private. They're blocked because of copyright issues. But there is a way that we could get them either to Blu-ray or DVD. DVD would be first. So we are able to do that. If you're interested in the process that I'm doing, watching me paint nude, it doesn't bother me whatsoever. I'm comfortable in my skin, but it is a very beautiful process to watch the energy flow onto a canvas. You see me jam out. You see me within the music. I get lost much in the music and the painting, and it is quite fun to do. The one I have two in the corner here. This is an abstract, and I laugh at it because it's one of these ones that I don't like. And a lot of people say, how can you not like your own artwork? It's an abstract painting. I didn't think I would like it as much. Water lilies at best, or flower petals on water. It's very good as a pattern. So like there's things that we are able to do with it as well. This one up here is another still life, but it's called Wisteria Love. I just happened to do this one last year during a bit of, there's a bit of stuff going on within Discord. I believe this is when Nuke shortly left, kind of exploded within Discord himself. He didn't quite want to listen to what he was doing. And this was one that I did during that process. So this one's a little whimsy and a little bit kind of faded, and I had it so it was out of focus because I wanted it to just really be flowy as with the water in the background. All right, and then the last one I'm going to show, even though I have close to 60 paintings, I only have a third of them up here on the wall, and I will be switching them out, obviously, so that you can see different ones, and I'll do a different video. This is for an advertising purpose. I have Logical Cosmic Soup, and it is not finished yet, but this is a part of Logical Cosmic Soup, and that was actually inspired Vicky and Scott. Vicky, kind of to keep from being anxious about things or stressed out, I had vegetable soup with the alphabets in it, and some of our thing is Stop Being a Dumbass, a DA, and DA happened to come up within the my soup as I was eating it. And so it was suggested to paint a bowl of soup, but I don't just paint regular soup or regular paintings. I said, let's do a twist and do cosmic soup. Later on, it was suggested talking about being logically creative or creatively logic for Scott. Scott had suggested the Logical Song by Supertramp. So I decided to mash those two up as being cosmic, as being as creative as possible, and a moment of Big Bang, of something that looks random, but is actually not random, and mashing up with something that's extremely logical, like the Logical Song. And there is a playlist that I use, and I'm currently doing at these episodes of Logical Cosmic Soup right now, that are random, the Logical Song by Supertramp, but also the random song, anything but logical within the title or album cover, or track, and the other is anything Cosmic Soup that I could find on Spotify. And it was very interesting to listen to music that I've not heard before and really get into that painting. So if you'd like to learn more, you could join us at Relatively Speaking 2020. We do have a YouTube, and I believe the link for Discord is within that YouTube site. If not, I can post it under this video, obviously. And we have an email, relatively-speaking2020@gmail.com. And we also, along with this gallery, we do have healing events, because the same energy that is used for the gallery is also used for, in the painting and all that. It's the same healing energy. It's actually the same energy that flows through. So if you're interested in any of that at all, I'd ask you to join us. I do have a Facebook page, same name, Relatively Speaking 2020. And any information that you would like further, you join our Discord if you'd like. There's Patreon, which has the merchandise. We have poetry, we have tarot readings, and we do the energy healing. Scott is good at making people feel good in a really good way. The energy work is quite pleasurable at times, and you heal.
So who wouldn't want to feel well? So without further ado, because I'm hitting on 20 minutes of an ad, this is Rosemary signing off. We're Ross for Relatively Speaking 2020, and please join us.